Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Avion Murphy talking about fibromyalgia today. Hope you're all having a blessed day. I had an inspiration to do this video this morning for me, and the thought that kept running through my mind this morning was our past creeps into today. Excuse me. So, I don't know why I think of these things, but I feel like I need to get them out there, so I hope this resonates for somebody. Have been monitoring the support groups for fibromyalgia online, and there's so many of us that are really, really struggling. But I find that what works for me is to just let tomorrow be and not bring it into today, not drag yesterday's troubles into today. There's a song on the radio, and I think the title of it is Don't Borrow, and the lyrics are, don't borrow your troubles from tomorrow? Don't borrow your troubles from tomorrow. And I think it means don't worry about tomorrow. Yeah. So, but I think with us with fibromyalgia, I think we have to let go of yesterday. We have to let go of the past and just focus on today. And that's why I titled this video today, just focus on today. Today is all we have. However, when I chat with people on the fibromyalgia support groups, a lot of the conversation is not so much about thinking about how awful things are. It's more about getting down to the root of it. Yeah. So I'm a teacher, and there's a really good program out there called I can't even remember it now. It's early in the morning for me. I have fibro fog, but it's talking about the Big Bang Theory and scientifically how we've come to the point where we have so much science that we can estimate how old our universe is and when things started to heat up, marked by the event called the Big Bang. But where science and religion clash is trying to explain what happened just before the Big Bang. So the Big Bang Theory is that these particles collided and started everything, started the universe. First life. But what happened to make those those particles, right? So I think the Pope of the Catholic Church has recently come out and said that we can accept the Big Bang Theory, but we also have to accept with that, we have to accept the existence of a God or a creator or a source, because somebody made those particles, or something made those particles. Yeah. So that would fit with the Christian philosophy of that God is the Alpha and the Omega source. There was a source, that all being, all knowing, omnipotent creator. Okay, so what does it have to do with fibromyalgia? So we who suffer with fibromyalgia can probably all pinpoint the event that led to our diagnosis, right? So if you're hearing this and this resonates with you, then you can enjoy the rest of this conversation. So we all know what happened, but my question is, what happened before that happened? So what led up to us getting that illness? A true story of epidemic flu, fear, and faith. It was published in 2016 after a catastrophe that happened with my husband and myself, and hospitalization and rehab and just nightmare scenario. So This is almost, not to denigrate any other disease, but there's not a lot of attention, money, time, research devoted to fibromyalgia. Maybe there is, and it's just not earmarked, and maybe it's just not labeled fibromyalgia research. But something's going on, that this is so epidemic. It's pandemic. Sorry about that, guys. So what's going on? Okay, I'm going to get back on track. Took you down a little rabbit hole there for a second. So even if we spend a lot of time wondering about what happened to us, I don't want us to worry about it. That's not the purpose of this video. The song says, don't borrow from tomorrow, right? Don't borrow your troubles from tomorrow, because today has trouble enough, right? And that's biblical also. But my download and my inspiration today was, don't drag the past into today. You can think about it, wonder about it, investigate, go back in reverie. Perhaps you're in bed, perhaps you're bedbound, and if you want to channel your thoughts, I think it's important for us to understand how we got to the point where we're at today. How do we get to our diagnosis? So it sounds like two separate things that I'm speaking of, but I don't think they are. I think they're not mutually exclusive. I think it's important for us to know what our triggers are, and what our personalities are, and what our ancient, like what our karma is, and what our families are. Like, how do we get to the position where we were accepting so much that we got ourselves so vulnerable, and then our body responded, and our cells started to respond. Yeah. So this is it's a neurological illness. I don't think we used to think it was autoimmune and it was due to inflammation and all that, but I think the basis of it is neurological, and it's not contagious. It's not like you can catch it. So there's something about us who have this diagnosis, and I think that's where we really need to focus our energy, collectively and individually. Okay, my cat is not happy that I'm talking to you this morning while I'm ignoring them. So I'm going to keep this short this morning. I just wanted to say, just enjoy today. Today is all we have. Don't worry about tomorrow, and don't think too much and drag our past about yesterday into today. Okay, just we're really fortunate to have today and have these blessings and have what we have. Focus on our ability. Focus on the good things that you can do today, the good things that you can think about today. Focus about what is working in your body, not like what I do in the morning is I count all the stuff that isn't working, right? It's like, oh gosh, I have to start all over again today, okay, right? We know that. We have to start fresh every day. So I hope you enjoy the birds on the feeder. We're about to have a storm, another winter storm here in the Northeast in the United States, and the birds know it. We know it too, right? We feel the barometric pressure. We feel the atmospheric pressure. When a storm comes, we know the barometric pressure drops. I think that's contributing to a lot of why we feel so horrible when storms come. It's extremely cold here again today, and we're on the cusp of a full moon. So fibromyalgians, stay strong, warriors, okay? I love you. I'm sending all best to you. Just be in the day, okay? Be in today. Don't worry too much about tomorrow, and don't drag your past in today. Okay? I love you. I'll talk to you soon.